Morning guys, hope this is going to work. Sharing my screen today to give you a further insight into our B2B big data operator pricing optimization portal. I'm just going to take you through a new profile that we created yesterday and take you through a focus on one particular case study for that persona slash profile. So you can see the power of Waibu and how it helps 60 million consumers get matched to the right mobile deal for them. The operator portal that I'm demoing today, just as a recap, it actually does the same job as Waibu. When a consumer downloads Waibu monitors their behavior. This portal is a way of seeing which behaviors are monitored by Waibu, and the personas really reflect what Waibu has interrogated from a consumer's device. So it's using the same technology with a different view, and we can see personas, edit those personas, and see where individual operators appeared in the list of results. So with that in mind, let's go straight into the workbench. Hope you can see it. I can't see myself now, so I hope you can see my screen. Just first thing, early stages of dev, UI, UX, and a look and feel of this. We know that's really important for operators and consultants in the UK. Nobody likes using a tool which looks poor, even if the functionality and the output from it is really, really valuable. So we're continuing to work on the UI UX, and when we launch our paid and premium versions of this tool, which include functionality which I'm not going to show you today, and that'll probably be over the next 8 weeks, to be honest. When we drop new functionality and we launch paid and premium, the UI UX will be a lot better. So this thing will be a lot prettier to look at. So I'm going to select an operator who is an international calling specialist. And we're going to look at a project I created earlier. I'm going to manipulate the pattern of international calling so we can see where this operator appears in the list of results. And then we're going to do a breakdown out of bundle charges. And then, do you know what? I'm going to take the international calling element out because I think you might have a surprise in the results as well. So this operator is really, really well known for giving really high quality service, to be honest, for people that are in the UK and have a need to make international calls from their mobile. That's their USP, good value products, predominantly focused on the SIM-only market. They have prepay and postpay variants of their products as well. So a value proposition for consumers that's really clear, really easy to understand, and a choice of payment methods. So I'm going to select a project, as I said, that I set up earlier. The pricing workbench that you're looking at now is actually a bit slow today. I think it's because I'm connected to it remotely, and as you can probably see, I'm not in the office today, I'm at home. So we're going to look at this profile, and again, apologies for the layout here, we are working on the layout. We're going to look at this profile, and we're going to look at where this operator appears in the list of results, and we're going to do some manipulation to see what actually occurs. Now, as you can see, the operator in question with the blue circle is absolutely dominating the results for this persona, based on these out of bundle or unusual international calls to friends and family overseas. And it's actually quite interesting that, you know, the nearest operator, you know, so the next most competitive operator is appearing at number 8 in the list of results. And actually there's a huge cost variance between the number 1 offer for this persona and the next operator. Absolutely huge. Look at the cost difference. So what do we know? What do we know about that? Well, you could say, well, Martin, you know, that's a bit obvious because everybody knows that international calls out of bundle are horrifically expensive. Absolutely. But the power of Waibu is that you can target individual personas by changing their usage profile and seeing where you appear in the list of results. And it doesn't actually have to be all around international calling. I'm going to do some slight editing on the fly here. And I'm going to see what happens if this user doesn't actually make any international calls. If all the calls and the activity is very, very much UK focused. Yeah, let's see what happens. It's a bit slow, so it may take some time to update. So I'll probably just talk whilst the comparison is running. So this is using the same technology as the consumer-facing value proposition. It's using the same technology that we use to power the mobile app, which is on my iPhone, which I'll show you now. So it powers both the iPhone version and the Android version of our consumer-facing service, which we are pushing out to 60 million consumers. And just with that in mind, There are other international calling specialists who are selling in the UK and have competitive products, but are not appearing in our product catalogue. And I'm talking about you, Like Mobile. If you're not appearing in our product catalogue, you're kind of missing an opportunity to have your brand pushed in front of 60 million consumers for free. Every operator that's in our product catalogue does not pay us to be there. There's literally hundreds of people a day actively searching for a better mobile deal, and as a result of that are downloading Waibu. If your brand is not in Waibu's product catalogue and you're not optimizing your services by using our workbench, quite frankly, you must be absolutely bonkers. So what's interesting, we've taken all the international calling activity out of this user's profile, and guess what? Lebara are still ultra competitive for this user, and actually their cost is benchmarked in the top 4 offers. By the way, the reason that they're ranked equally is random. You know, we deliberately set out when we built Waibu not to favour any operator. So sometimes when ID Mobile's number 1, they are the cheapest cost, and there's a competing operator, ID will be at the top. When somebody else does that, the competing operator will be at the top. So we don't favour any particular operator. We display the results in a random order, and it could well be that the next time we run the machine, Lebara is actually higher up than ID. It's not sifted in alphabetical order, and it's not done for any logical reason. So really interestingly, for this profile, regardless of the international calling activity, Lebara have a significantly competitive offer covering her requirements for voice, text, data. We add the international calls back in, Lebara is still ultra competitive. When we talk about how you optimize Waibu as a sales channel, Waibu push to 60 million consumers, high quality sale because we match a deal to a user's activity, low acquisition costs. We're connecting with probably the lowest connection bonus in the market today. High quality, low cost. The availability of this portal to you as a network operator, so you can work on your pricing to make sure you are competitive for the personas that you want to target, that you're not leaving too much money on the table between you and the next cheapest brand. And that's really important. Price optimization is not always being about, it's not always about being the cheapest. It's making sure that you are pricing in a competitive way to push your results to the right level of consumer and the right profile of consumer. But as in any service, you do not want to be £5 cheaper per month than the next competitive deal. You're just leaving money on the table that consumers would be very happy to pay to get a quality service. So that's all from me. I'm going to end it now. Connect to me on LinkedIn if you like, if you're not connected to me. If you've got any questions or you want a personalised demo, of which I'm doing quite a lot this afternoon, you can just email me at mg@waibu.co.uk. Thanks, guys.